Hey, it's Jay from Canadian Heath Recovery Centre, and I want to share a tool with you that can help take the mystery out of making big changes in your life. So the first part that we need to dive into when we're wanting to make change in our life is to recognize that we have to cultivate discontent. We have to remind ourselves why this change is so important. And one way to ask ourselves why that change is important is to be able to say, what is the hell that I create for myself or perpetuate for myself if I don't make these changes? It's not easy, it's not fun, but we have to kind of cultivate and stir up that discontent to help us get to that point of being ready and willing and eager to make the changes and pay the price or make the sacrifices necessary to do that. All right, the second part of answering that question as to why I need to make these changes is what will inspire me forward. Not just what don't I want to have happen, what do I want to move away from, but what do I want to move towards, and that's vision. A great question to be able to ask there is, what is the heaven, what is the paradise that I create by making this change? What kind of things am I going to be able to enjoy and appreciate? What opportunities will suddenly be available for me if this change happens? So discontent, what is the hell that I create by not changing? Vision, what is the heaven, the paradise that I create if this change happens? What do I want to move away from, and what do I want to move towards? Now the third part is important as well, because it doesn't matter that we just we want to move away from something bad that will happen if we don't change, and we don't want to just kind of dwell on what could be. We actually need that final part, which is, how will I actually get there? Right? A plan. A plan is the important part that inspires us to actually see how our change could happen. And we need a realistic roadmap. That's part of what creates this energy and excitement and confidence that says, yeah, it's worth taking this risk to do something different than I have been doing, because I can actually see how it's going to work, how I'm going to get there. Okay? So discontent, vision, and plan. Now the key to developing a good plan is understanding resistance. What is it that holds me where I am, that makes me not want to venture out and try and make changes? What are the habits and patterns, values, the thought patterns, the things that make me stay here and say it's too risky to try something new, it's too dangerous, it's too scary, all those kind of things. Resistance is important for us to understand. What are those things that sabotage my best efforts to move forward? Because your plan has to be able to accommodate, has to be able to counteract every single one of the forces of resistance that are going to hold you back from making the change that you want to make. So what that leaves us with is a formula for change. When the power of our discontent and our vision and a plan that takes us where we want to go, when those three things combine together with enough momentum, with enough force, with enough power, they can overcome the forces that keep us where we are. So discontent times vision times plan is what overwhelms the resistance that allows us to make the changes that we want. Hopefully this will help you to be able to take the mystery out of making change.